Howdy again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me I have two of the extra Fab Four. We have Kage and Rudy.
Hi there. Good evening.
Good evening, fellows and ladies. We got a decent show planned for you today. We got some decent stocks. Some of them are, one is on the pump up the jam list. The other ones are popping and they're totally trending on Totally Together Dudes. Like trending on Yahoo. So going into the first stock we have is MULN. MULN. Last tick was $1.76. Looking forward at the chart there, looked pretty decent at the beginning, and then you had a dive off. I wonder why that one was, guys. Do you have any predictions why that one was? Why that happened?
Maybe it was like from the new year or something.
Could have been hype, too much hype, or what? Or just bills not getting passed, or what do you think?
I think it was hype was low or something with the new year because, like, for most markets and everything, usually you have downturns in New Year's because of people just spending for holidays, Christmas. And basically, they don't necessarily. They like to sell off, like mid-December or something.
Well, most
money, I think.
I was kind of being facetious a little bit. A lot of this has to do with people were expecting certain companies to get certain amounts of money for the Green New Deal, and it didn't happen, and we have a complete dive off for that. So, not saying this isn't a good stock. I'm just saying that. Maybe we'll see. This could be the discount price to buy this. You know, you never know if you're getting in on a discount on this. The after hours volume is 15.23. Originally, this thing was almost to $15, guys. If you could believe it or not, the beginning of the Q card bounce when he comes in. Originally, let's go back to the 3-year history on this bad boy. Yeah, so January 20th, this thing was above $15 before Q card. We were at 4-5 and change. Brandon, whatever you want to call him, his name. Going forward, of what would you say you do here? They do here. They operate an electric car. They're operated electric car company. Develops electric vehicles, energy solutions. The company was founded by David McCurry in 2014 and is headquartered in Bree, California. So going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you have there on the twits? What's the sentiment so far on here?
I'm seeing mostly bulls for this stock. I did see a few bears here and there sprinkled in. As far as what the bulls are saying, here's a take from Masso. He says bullish. MULN. Wow. Rocket, strong, explosion. Who not buying, they missing the boat, and who's selling, they also missing the boat. Under $3 is good buy, bros. Soon, $23 plus.
That's coming in hot. I mean, I like his enthusiasm and everything, but possibly, but I'm just not seeing it this year. What about you guys?
I don't think so. You got Elon Musk. You got a couple of big, what is it, Ford that's going to start making all electric cars.
Yeah, I mean
those guys don't always need a bailout. You know what I'm saying?
Some of your we're realists on the show. We call it as we see it. Going forward, I mean, it's possible years down the road you could see this, but I'm not, just this year in general. I'm thinking not. So, just with all what we have going on. There's going to be a new changing of the guard coming up, I think, in November. So I think they'll have a little bit to say. But going forward, as far as piggy bank money going to it, now will they get into the Tesla range? We'll have to see how that plays out. I don't know, but we'll see how this plays out. Though they said that the world needs help to lower the damaging impact of fossil fuel dependence, and are needed sustainable clean energy solutions. Available yesterday. Sadly, it's struggling to solidify sustainability. With the current state of things, it's no longer sufficient, and just lofty ideas and aspirations to the future, for the future to pan out. We need real solutions and are scalable. That's why we do what we do at MULN. MULN's a Southern California-based company, owns partners in several synergistic businesses that are working towards the same goals of creating clean and scalable electric vehicles and energy solutions, born out of the founder David Mitri's vision of Materna perpetually fueling that are ways of ability to imagine what's possible. So, Kage, what else do you have on the twits there as far as positive for here?
How about this one from B the Haas? He says, bullish, MULN. Free to join for whoever is looking for a bracket. First place, no, that's a tournament, sorry. How about this one from Deep187? Buy more now, hack the brokers anyway. You can buy more now, need 6.69. Life depends on it.
So, Noodles, I was just going to say to you, when he brought up the bracket, stock traders, the market has hit the shits when people are talking about their bracket for March Madness, huh?
I guess so.
That's why I started laughing because, what do we got? Last week was complete. They're still talking about mining stocks all the time and everything. And I figured I didn't pick out any mines, guys, sorry, just because I figured we talked about one. We talked about so many, and you kind of got the idea of what to look for. It looks like the company had an acquisition of Coda Automotive and MULN Group. That was Mitri is in the 2014 as successor company from the acquisition of Coda Motors. They were founded in 2009, award-winning of all the electric sedan, and came with a range of 88 miles, the longest among its class at the time. At one point, Coda was one of the 2 certified EV companies selling EVs across the state U.S. The other company being, which would you think? Tesla, of course. Coda was focused on accelerating the adoption of electric vehicles and improving performance, safety, reducing the cost, and commercializing production battery systems built for automotive applications. Founded in 2002, MULN Motors was the company behind the MULN GT. It was the first electric supercar in the market back in 2007. MULN GT was also named Forbes magazine's 7th fastest American car in 2006 there. So there you have it. Kage, going on to the twits, what else do you got there?
How about this one from Limitless One? He says MULN. The battery technology alone, when proven a success, is worth billions. Nevertheless, the design and the free press it has gotten recently.
Mm-hmm. And I think he's 100% correct with that comment, just because, without that, you're pretty much your product's freaking. So he's correct on that as far as the battery superiority. MULN Technologies is the product of strategic union of economic efficiency offered by Coda Automotive, with superior features provided with the MULN motor car technology. MULN, as they know today, is a culmination of nearly a decade of undertaking David to make his vision reality. And you can see the GT, the actual GT. I don't know if you guys saw that on your end. I just showed the listeners. That thing looks pretty sick with it. It looks like a decent vehicle there. Today, MULN is working diligently to provide exciting electric vehicles and built entirely in the United States, fit to perfect. Holy crap, guys! We got something made in America. That's good,
Nice.
Well, I wonder how many other parts are made there, though. I'm just saying.
From China.
Yeah.
Or they could have been scavenged from other cars. You never know.
Or they could have been scavenged in the ocean. Apparently, going after non-radioactive metal from the World War II ships is apparently a thing. If you don't believe me, throw it in your Google machine and check that out. So that was your useless fact of the day, which I randomly just told you. So we strive to make EVs more accessible than ever. MULN has created a high-end ecosystem which takes care of all aspects of EV ownership, right from the research to financing to finance servicing. So you can go ahead and look at it, because at the end of the day, clean transportation should become a luxury, but not a necessity. And there's a windmill on the website, so you can see that as well. If you want to explore how to get a job there, you can go look at that, take a look at that. Kage, what else do you have on the twits? I'm interested to see what these bears are saying.
They did. Some of them did not bring their receipts, and I haven't found a bear that has a receipt.
See, yeah, that's a problem with these bears. A lot of them are sour patches, and when they come in there, I mean, if you're gonna leave a bear take, you got to bring your receipts because the twits aren't gonna put up with that, especially when you're coming in hot on a board where they like the stock. If you're being I mean, people want to hear straight up what's going on, but if you're being a negative Nancy without the receipts, you're just gonna get ignored. What else? What are some of the comments? Let's just see what people have to say. Are they pissed because they got taken at 15 and 17 and change, and now they're mad because they didn't understand how the game works, or what?
I think it was that they didn't understand how the game works.
Yeah.
Especially with this stock. How about this thing from Shamix 1990? He says, MULN bullish. Guys and gals, we aren't selling movies or video games here. We're selling luxury cars from the future. This is the real deal. I'm going along with David. Look what Neo did. This will be 100% U.S. made.
And that's not bad. What else you got?
A picture of I assume one of the MULN cars. I think looks pretty nice.
Yeah, they're not bad. I've got a picture here of the pure electric SUV crossover. They're taking reservations on that. The deposit is pretty affordable. It's 100 beans, which, I mean, with those kind of dollaruskis, they could possibly up it because the value of that's probably now $80 instead of 100 or 90, somewhere around there with inflation. Actually, I'm not supposed to talk about that. There's no such thing as that, right? It doesn't exist. That's what I heard. That's what I'm told. I don't, so, and that's what the Google machine says, I think. I'm not sure. But estimates range for this SUV, mileage estimate 325 miles per hour, electric limited to 155 miles per hour, and looks like 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. So I'm showing that crossover up to the listeners. That one looks pretty good. What else do you got there on the twits?
How about this one from The Real Batman? He's a plus member on Stock Twits. He says, MULN. The vast majority of the bears babbling on and on about red flags have accounts that were created in the past 7 days. It's hilarious because if there isn't a red flag, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, is that's number one. Are you a bot trolling on the Twits board? Or are you just a sour patch because, like I said, you were on 15 and you probably should have noticed that when these guys weren't getting funding in Congress for some of the boys to get some of their dough, speculation was gonna send that down, but is what it is. You guys, so going on to Global Newswire, they have a plug here. It says that recently featured by CarBuzz highlighted the company's high-performance EV crossover as well. The MULN 5, with over 9 million monthly visits, CarBuzz, the world's premier car-related news website and app, covers the industry's latest happenings in the world of automakers, sports cars, muscle cars, supercars, yada yada. They had a great discussion with Ian from CarBuzz about EV plans for the future, said David Mitchery, as CEO and chairman of MULN Automotive. He says he's delighted that the leading automotive publication like CarBuzz are covering MULN and providing readers with the opportunity to learn about us. So going on to the twits there, did they cover any of that information with CarBuzz there?
Not that I can see, no.
Okay. What else are they saying there as far as good comments?
How about this one from Randolph Bagwell? He says MULN. The chart is showing an inverse slit sling beaver formation selected for a gamma squeeze in the not too distant future.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna see who the real traders are here as far as who's getting in on the cheap seats and who's hanging on for the ride and who's gonna give free stuff to some of the other dogs. There's vultures at the bottom that are just waiting, licking their chops, waiting to grab the cheap stuff. MULN recently announced a string of key partnerships with Hoffer Powertrain, Camu, ARRK, DUR, and DSA Systems for EV powertrain engineering, manufacture, vehicle production systems, and the over-the-air OTA and vehicle system diagnostics, respectively. The company expects these strategic developments to play a crucial role in bringing the 5 to market and the latest technology and at the least amount of time. Top Zero Emissions SUV are part of Zeva Awards at the Los Angeles International Auto Show in November 2021 when it made its debut. The EV crossover skateboard platform that offers multiple powertrain configurations and trim features and levels that designs that make it strikingly different, exciting to experience in person. So you had that plug, and then you also have, let's see, but there was a plug in Bazinga. So you're seeing right now, you're not seeing this promoted, but if we do see any movement in the positive, I'm thinking that this is going to show up on the Pump Up the Jam list, because it's not currently, as far as it's not saying there's other lists that are not out there, but this one currently is not showing up on some of the email lists. What else do you have there from the Twits Kage while I'm checking this out?
How about this one from Eric Scar? He says, MULN, bullish. Must watch if you don't know what's happening. Buy and hold. Let's beat these manipulators and make them pay.
Mm-hmm.
Driving this American company into the ground.
Yeah, because I mean, you could see at the beginning that a lot of them were on the Pump Up the Jam, pump it up a little more. They're all parroting the same deals, except for Microcap Daily. Microcap Daily, I believe this was last week. They just talked. They talked about the massive short campaign, like the last recent commenter, and they were just talk about how it decimated the share price and everything like that. And they just talked about the positivity of the company and things like that. So that's kind of a Debbie Downer. They also, the only thing that a little bit here is it looks like they kind of did a little knock on the retail traders, which that's going to piss people off. But that's just the alphabet media, you know. They like to come in with the heavy hits, and they're always going to get on the little guy. It's like, dude, you think you'd want people to listen, you know, but they always have to do that. Okay, guys, so going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. What else you got there on the twits there, Kage?
How about this one from Get Gains No Pains? He says bullish, MULN. I effing hate all of the dump it trash. It's over talk. Live a little and buy in, man. Could be freaking huge, and shorting wouldn't get you much at this point.
Yeah.
You do you. I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying it's a great company with great hype in the market that's been blown to crap. Give the people something to be hyped about. He's
not that far off, and the fact is you're getting this at a bargain basement price. So depending on where your buy point is, find your buy point if you're getting in. Just because, I mean, if you're new to this, you know, check it out, find out where you're at. But I mean, it could go lower. It just depends, you know. But as far as going forward and what they're building, I see this rebounding. I would definitely put this on a watch list. What do you guys think?
I absolutely agree. I would. I don't know. I'd probably do something like that for long term. Put something, you know, watch it and then forget it till retirement.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. You know, It's not like it's going to be great right away.
Mm-hmm.
I would look for something, you know.
The interesting thing to check out is what are the sales numbers going to be? I mean, if you want to take a look at it and put it on your watch list and then not do anything about it, you know, as far as not just see where it goes in. Wait till the first quarter. Wait till this second quarter sales numbers come in at, and then see where you're at. Obviously, you're going to pay more, and you're getting it at a cheaper deal now. But like the guy said, what do you have to lose at this price point? I mean, it could go further down, yes, but chances are probably not too far, I would think. What do you got, Kage?
For this stock, I would say this is a good company to support. It's American. It's trying to do its best with the market as it is, and they're also looking into getting brand new futuristic electric cars into people's hands. So I think it's a good stock. I think it's a good price. If you want to hold long with this stock, I think it would be a good idea. As far as shorting it, though, no, I would not short.
No.
This is a long hold thing.
And some of this people don't realize because some people are new and some don't even care. But you're in the correction territory. I discussed this a year ago several times. Some people obviously didn't get the message that there was going to be a downturn and you're going to head into Correctionville. This one could be. What was that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Are you playing with your dolls again?
No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I heard something going on in the background. So anyway, well, that wasn't your girlfriend, was it?
No.
Okay, just checking, making sure she wasn't over again.
Stupid ad that popped.
Oh, was it? So yeah, with this, you're headed into correction territory. With these other stocks, just hold the line, guys. Don't give cheap stuff away to some of these people. They're just sitting there laughing at the bank as you give more cheap shares to them. So, Kagi, did you say this one was a watch for you? That's right?
Yeah, this is a watch. If you want to get in on this would be a long hold for the strategy. I would not short it. And that being said, it just might take a while for you to see your 20% and everything over the few years.
Yeah, exactly like Noodle said. Exactly. So, one of you guys are going to throw a monkey wrench in and you're going to say pass, but you'll get the other listeners mad at you. So, but we'll go on to the next and see you in 2 and 2. Peace. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is RCAT. RCAT. Last tick was $2.93. Going on to the chart. You said there was a hit in July. It looks like I see that here, and then we have a drop off. It was probably some DoD news. It's probably a hit off on there, and then everybody looks like it was heavily manipulated and shorted out. Going on to what would you say they do here? They provide products and services solutions for the drone industry. Engages in the provision of distribution, data storage, analytics, and services for the drone industry. The firm's product includes DroneBox, which is a blockchain technology that records, stores, and analyzes flight data and information from a drone. The company was founded by Jeffrey M. Thompson in January 1984 and is headquartered in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you have out on the twits?
I'm seeing some bulls here and there. I haven't seen any bears. Some comments are actually kind of long for this one. Do you want me to do a long one, or do you want me to do a couple of short ones?
As long as they have receipts on them. If it's just rah shish goomba, let's just cut to the chase on it. But yeah, what do you got?
How about this one from Cranky Trader? He says, RCAT. This was rather fascinating when I saw this small blurb in this article. When we think of small drones, we usually think of recon, not weaponization, because they are so small. However, I had never thought of this angle until I read the article referencing drones being used to spread biowarfare in enemy areas, or release insects, or release contaminated insects to taint food or water supplies.
Okay.
And thinking about this approach, it really opens up a much larger view of the 21st century role of warfare of small drones overall.
That is pretty interesting. I never thought of that one.
Yeah, Geo Gates is doing. He just released. He's going to be releasing millions of mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, the mosquito thing that popped up there.
Altered mosquitoes.
That was supposed to be fake news, but apparently it really is. Just everything that you thought was fake 3 or 4 years ago came true, according to the alternative universe, supposedly, without getting censored.
Supposedly is some lateral thinking here on their part. Yeah.
Hopefully the blue check and fake checkers don't come on here, because then we'll really have some fun, right?
Well, I just thought I'd point that out, and he's got it linked to the Daily Caller. Looks like.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna get nailed on that one, especially the fake checkers are really nailed, because that's supposed to be not true news, What? It just depends how much you pay. It depends how much you pay to actually get.
Then why are they so scared and whatnot?
Well, it depends.
So scared?
Because it depends how much you pay. That's why. However much you pay, that's when it becomes true. Whoever pays the highest dollar amount. So whoever's in the back pocket. So they provide simple and secure distribution of storage, analytics, and software for service the drone industry. The problem is regulators do not have the tools to track and review flight data. So this is on the flight data angle. Insurance companies need data to insure the drones. Pilots need an easy to use system to become compliant and with regulators. Fleet managers need easy to use analytics platform to improve their fleet performance. All true. RCAT's simple and secure black box storage, analytics, and storage services can provide answers. We integrate several separate systems into one platform use. They make drones accountable and skies a safer place. What's that?
Insurance on them?
What's that?
These drones have insurance on them?
Oh, I'm sure they're heavily insured, right?
How much does one drones cost?
Doesn't give a dollar amount yet. We should go look into that. I'm sure you have to submit an online quote, right? So someone can talk to you and you when they call up. You know, I'm not saying that's what happens. I'm just throwing that out there. I like to throw this stuff out there, Noodles, because I wait for someone to take the bait and then they hit me up with a slam question and then I go into them after that because it's pretty funny.
Remember, it's late. Sometimes you get me with it.
Yeah, that's true. I set up people to try to get them to, because I'm a troll at heart, and so I set them up with a trick question to try to see if they actually take the bait, and then I nail them on the comment there. So sometimes they don't get the facetiousness of how I am, but with all the data in one place, RCAT's easy to use flight log system keeps you compliant with regulators and helps track important maintenance for the drone fleet. All the flight analysis, get it checked out, quick overview of your drone fleet. There are advantages of having that was the patent pen cloud architecture, drone agnostic system, easy to use analytics and services, partnerships with the largest drone equipment suppliers, and so forth. So that's for that product. What else you got there on the twits there, Kage?
How about this take from Insider Finance? He's a Plus member on the twits. He says, Momentum Activity, RCAT, is the number 2 ticker with momentum activity traded by institutions with options transaction volume 8.4 times the average daily volume, leading indicator of market movement. Okay.
What else we got there?
How about this one from Rob Trader?
Rob Lowe?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought Rob Lowe. Okay.
Agree in this one. This is the potential that Matt says, but I'm sure around 2, 3, 4, it will have consolidation breaks, gapper bottom reversal. Institutions loaded in February hold 30% of the cap float.
Is he coming in saying there's a reverse going to happen or what? Is he coming in saying there's going to reverse happen or what?
I think he says a gapper bottom reversal, I think.
Ooh. So is that his prediction or he saw that from an analyst?
Interesting take, and he actually has his chart that explains what he's looking at.
Interesting. What else do you got?
How about this one from Stonks to the Moon? He says, RCAT bullish. Nice pump, guys. Been watching for a while. It wasn't sexy enough at the price for me to buy in.
Not 7.5, no.
Manufacturing drones and winning. Glad to see you guys winning in the short term.
Yep.
ALPP needs to pull its stocks up.
So I've got a Oh, go ahead.
Never mind.
Oh, so I have a plug here. It looks like there's more DoD relationships here. It looks like Teal was selected to develop the next generation small unmanned aerial system, SAUAS, designed for surveillance and reconnaissance for SNR duties, with a focus on autonomous capability for the U.S. Army. The ultimate goal of the SRR project and T2 programs provide a small rucksack portable SUAS that gives all Army platoons 20 to 50 soldiers with situational awareness beyond the next terrain feature. Following successful demonstration in September 2021, Teal was notified by the U.S. Army Short Range Reconnaissance Product Office that it would advance to the prototype phase of SRR-T2 program, and it was awarded 1.5 million prototype contract. Teal was to develop a next-generation drone that meets or exceeds the Army's technical system requirements SRT2 and competes for the SRR2T2 production contract. What else you got there on the twits there, Kage?
How about this one from White GLD? He says, before you give up on trading, guys, remember U.S. trading champion Mark Minivi failed for nearly 10 years before becoming profitable. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
True. Yeah, don't get frustrated if you see the chart go down and you're panicking and you're selling. Sometimes sometimes you gotta lose before you win. The rigorous technical requirements and program objectives of SRRT2 dramatically narrowed the field over 36 drone manufacturers just to get a handful that were selected by the Army to move forward with the program. They believe that puts them at the most elite drone manufacturers in the world and consequently in significant recognition of the capabilities, commented George Mattis, founder of Chief Executive Officer of Teal. The $1.5 million prototype contract was awarded, reinforces sophistication and technical expertise for the entire Teal team. They definitely look forward to developing the Army's next generation to improve the safety and lethality of the war fighters. So what else do you have there on the twits there, Kage?
How about this one from Momo Mama? He says, bullish, RCAT. No one can truly say where this might open tomorrow, but I think we won't be disappointed. We will see. Good luck, bulls.
Okay, so it looks like on the revenue report 3 days ago, it said the business had a revenue of $1.86 million during the last quarter there, and that Red Cat had a negative return on equity of 39.24% and negative net margin of 255.58% there. So knowing that, but also you're having your DoD relationship there, where does this put you guys? For me, it's putting me as watch there. Again, I'm not going to go into any extremity or anything like that. The positive, there's two positive things out of this. For one, there's a Parrot article here that popped up. Let's see if this might do some changing there for you. This is out of Streetwise. Okay, so it looks like they were supposed to be given a massive. So this stock was supposed to be given. The drone industry, was supposed to be given a massive boost by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which threatened to spread into a wider war. Lastly, giving more into the that's what they say they want, but it looks like it possibly could be winding down and going into an insurgency, which is what more likely we're probably going to see. So I just thought that Chinese thing was funny there, as far as that there was security concerns. So a positive for this is the DoD relationship here. The negative thing here is with most of these, because they're still fairly waiting to go places. You saw some negativity there, but that's to be expected. So, but if there's more conflict, which we're sure to arise because economic conditions are sour, this thing could take off. It's not that far of a reach to say that this thing could take off, or it could just stay the same. It just depends. It all depends on the next 3 years. So, yeah, if you know what I mean. What do you guys got?
I think it's worth a look. As far as it being a swinger, I would have to say this can be swung if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the long holds, this is probably one you'll probably want to short for just a couple of months. Looks like
It's an experiment kind of thing.
Yeah, or you could just watch it and see where it goes, and see where the next. I mean, like they say, if you had a full out conflict and idiot goes into another country, then crank out the drones, right? More. So, or that's
yeah, of course. But I don't know if anyone wants to see war nowadays.
Nobody wants to see it. It's just when you got two goofballs, because everybody puts all the blame. It's just a bad situation all around without going crazy. It's just not a good situation on any of it that's going on. There's too many innocent people caught in it. I'll just leave it at that. What about you guys? It's not as far as that part, but as far as the company.
supporting it right now, but it definitely is worth a watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's a catch-22 with drones. You know, what are they really going to use them for?
Yeah, exactly. So the insurance, they have other avenues with the insurance and that. So that's gonna the programs that they have going now. If they pick up a big deal with one of these other companies outside of let's say DoD as well, that I mean that could push the needle more. So is this stock worth more? This is at another discounted price. I will say that. Going forward, are we going to see any more movement? We'll just have to see how it plays out, but it still looks pretty decent. So that's all I got on that one, and that's all I got for tonight for these stocks. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think I'm done with this one.
Okay. What about you there, Rudy?
Yeah, I'm set.
Okay. So don't make it a dog show. Be back tomorrow night. And good night now!